After almost 11 months in court, the suspended Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mr. Gwarzo, and the former Executive Commissioner of Corporate Services in the Commission, Mr. Zakwandu Garuba, have been discharged and acquitted of all 5 counts of criminal use of office for personal enrichment preferred against them by the Independent and Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission. Ruling on a no-case submission filed by both defendants, Justice Hussein Baba Yusuf held that the burden of proof was on the prosecution to prove the essential elements in the charges as required by law, but through its own witnesses and exhibits, which include a board resolution which approved the benefit for an executive director who had spent more than 2 years in office, the charge against Mr. Gwarzo has not been established. The judge said that the 4th prosecution witness agreed on the cross-examination that the board resolution was lawful. He also held that the testimony of the prosecution witness number 2 clearly showed that the first defendant had no role in deciding what was entitled to him, as such could not have used his office to enrich himself. Justice Baba Yusuf concluded that the evidence cannot be used by any court or tribunal to convict a person. He therefore discharged and acquitted Mr. Gwarzo. In the case of the second defendant, Mr. Zakwandu Garuba, Justice Yusuf held that no prima facie case has been established against him because he acted based on a decision of the governing board of the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is the highest decision-making body of the Commission. As such, no case has been proven against him.
The court followed the principles of no case submission as enunciated in the relevant laws. So justice is served. We are very grateful. We are indeed thankful.
It remains to be seen if the Independent and Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission will appeal the decision of the trial court. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.